Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tim here, along with
Maggie. Hello.
yes, the signature wave from ye old Margaret. So today we're going to be talking about the Oscar nominations that were put out Tuesday. I did a reaction video on Tuesday morning. You jumped in on that a little bit. So if you haven't seen that, check that out as well. You can get our initial quick thoughts on it from seeing that, but this is going to be more of an in-depth look at some of the categories after we've had some time to think about it, after I've had some time to settle down. And yeah, I think before we start, I would just like to say 2018 was a meh year for these Oscar caliber movies. I feel like, you know, years where there was like Whiplash and Birdman and Theory of Everything and like just all these movies, and then you have movies in 2015, like there was Sicario and there was The Martian and like just so many movies, and then 2016 Manchester by the Sea, and it's just like they keep coming and coming. And even last year Shape of Water, Three Billboards, they were fighting it out. This year,
Yeah.
Roma's probably gonna win Best Picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, like I don't know, guys. Like there's just not a lot. Like, how do you feel about the year overall, Margaret?
Me? Yeah, I mean, like, I think the fact that Mission Impossible was my favorite movie this year and that number 2 was Avengers kind of says a lot to the year, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Where, like, last year my favorite movie was Call Me By Your Name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, Green Book is, like, good, but it's not, like
it's not like Call Me By Your Name or Shape
like,
of Water good or
like,
Lady Bird good or
right.
yeah. No, I hear you.
And like it's weird like that. And I feel like I really do like A Star Is Born a lot, but I feel the same way about A Star Is Born. I feel like if you would have put that movie against like last year's contenders, it wouldn't have been nominated, which is really kind of
I mean,
or like it would have been like that extra one.
Yeah, sure, I hear you. It would have been like this year's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Right.
We'll talk about that.
That movie is definitely not.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, no, I mean, it's rare that a year comes where the indies aren't the movies that I like more. That's not fair to say. I like the big budget blockbuster movies. Like Force Awakens was my favorite movie in 2015, along with Mad Max. But then I also loved like Ex Machina, and like last year I loved Logan and Coco. But I also loved Shape of Water and Brigsby Bear and Call Me By Your Name. So this year it was definitely more like mainstream movies delivered. And the indies just kind of kept disappointing. Not really disappointing. There weren't any that I thought were terrible, but just like everything was just fine. Everything was okay. There was no like Lady Bird or Call Me By Your Name or anything. So overall, a meh year, but we're going to go through most of the categories at the Oscars and kind of give our thoughts of it. For a category like Best Documentary Short, we haven't seen any of them, and it wouldn't be fair of us to comment on them because we haven't seen them. But that being said, Endgame should probably win because it sounds like Avengers, so let's just let that win. But we are going to go through each one, kind of give our thoughts about it. And yeah, see what happens. So live action shorts, haven't seen any of them. I'm sure I will see them. You might see them too because we're getting them at the theater that I work at. So I'm definitely going to see them, but I just haven't seen them yet. Same with the animated shorts. The only one I've seen is Bao.
Me too. And
I think we can pretty much guarantee that's probably going to win because it's Disney. Again, I have not seen the other 4. They might be fantastic. I don't know what won last year. The Disney one did not win last year because the Disney one last year was that Lou, that one with like the kid in the with all the stuff from the Lost and Found. I don't think that one won. I could be wrong though.
I don't remember.
I did see all those animated shorts and I don't remember. Something like film editing. The only thing I really need to touch on with this is that the nominees were Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, and Vice. All 5 of those were nominated for Best Picture as well. And I read this statistic online that apparently only one winner of Best Picture in the last like 30 years was not nominated for film editing, which is Birdman, which that may just be a lucky thing.
Yeah.
But it is something to keep in mind that Black Klansman, Bohemian, The Favorite, Green Book, and Vice.
Wait, so you're saying that whoever wins
Not
this film,
wins, but
nominated.
nominated
Okay.
in general. They're not like not the winner and the winner, but just nominated in general. So the fact that A Star Is Born and Roma weren't nominated in film editing, it might just be a statistical thing, but it's something to think about and look at. Okay, so the first one that we can really talk about is going to be visual effects. The nominees are Avengers Infinity War, Christopher Robin, First Man, Ready Player One, and Solo: A Star Wars Story. What do you think takes this, and what do you think should take it? What do you want to win? What do you think will win?
I feel like, I don't know. I'm kind of at a tie between three, to be completely honest.
Okay.
Between like Avengers, Christopher Robin, and Ready Player One.
Yeah.
The thing with Ready Player One, like obviously Avengers, a lot of that was CGI, but like with Ready Player One, like I feel like more with CGI. But I don't know if it, like, I don't know.
If it looked better
right,
than
that's
Avengers.
what I'm wondering.
Yeah,
but the point is with Ready Player One that it does look like a video game.
Yeah, exactly. And so that makes it look good when
and
it
like
does look like that.
A majority of the movie was like that. So
and the motion, I believe it was motion capture, and even the sequences that are in the real world that have visual effects, like when the whole like buildings that they live in. Spoilers for Ready Player One, when like the buildings that he lives in blow up and everything. All that stuff looked really good.
But at the same time, Christopher Robin, like the effects on those characters were like crazy good.
Really freaking good.
So I don't know.
We need to watch that movie again.
I know, right?
Man, yeah, I liked that movie. Yeah, I don't think First Man and Solo have a chance.
Me either.
I think Solo looks good, but it looks just as good as any other Star Wars movie that's come out, and none of those have won this award. I think that First Man, again, has really good visual effects and practical effects, but I just don't. The Academy doesn't like this movie very much, so I just don't see it. It wasn't even nominated for the score, and we'll get to that too. But
what won last year?
For visual effects, I believe Blade Runner.
Oh, that sounds about right. I was just wondering if Marvel has like a monopoly on it or not.
No, Marvel, I don't think has won ever.
But they've been nominated multiple times.
They've been nominated multiple times, yeah. But I don't think they've ever won. So I think this actually, between the three, I think it goes to Avengers just because it's one of those things that they've been nominated so many times. And this is Infinity War's only nomination. I think it'll probably go to Avengers. Thanos looks so good in that movie, and all of like the whole Titan set has to be mostly CGI. Like So I would give it to Avengers, but I wouldn't be mad if Christopher Robin won.
I wouldn't be mad.
Or Ready Player One. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if any of these won, to be completely honest.
Except Solo. I'd be mad if Solo won.
It looks fine. It's fine. Okay, let's move on. Production design. So we've got Black Panther, The Favorite, First Man, Mary Poppins, and Roma. Here to me, it's a no-brainer. Well, it's a tie. For me, what I would want to win would be The Favorite, but I think Black Panther is going to win this.
Really?
I do.
What does production design even mean?
So it's like this, like
the set,
the sets and like the design of like everything that like. So in like Black Panther, the way Wakanda looks and everything. So not the costumes or anything, because that's different, but the design,
like the river.
So I think that as far as like the design and like the production value of like the castles and everything in The Favorite, I think it like as far as recreating that, it looks perfect. I've heard people say, oh well, Quran recreated Mexico at this time or whatever. I'm like, I don't care. I feel like Black Panther or The Favorite are much more impressive.
I would agree. Or even like Mary Poppins, to be completely honest. I don't know. I just am not that into Roma. This might be a theme. Like I thought it was a good movie, but I think that it's
we'll get there.
Kind of being.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Anywho, I think I would want The Favorite to win. I think Black Panther is going to run away with this, though. I think Black Panther is going to win most of its technical awards because it's not winning Best Picture.
It's going to pull Mad Max.
Yep, 100%. We are not going to talk about sound editing or sound mixing because A, I don't really know a lot about it, but B, we could go on and on about stuff that we don't really know about. So, but good for A Quiet Place on its one nomination, I'm pretty sure, in sound editing. We'll also get how disappointing that is when we get to screenplay. Foreign language film. I have things to say about this. The nominees are Capernaum from Lebanon, Cold War from Poland, Never Look Away, Germany, Roma, Mexico, and Shoplifters, Japan. So the only one here we've seen is Roma. Shoplifters is coming to the theater I work at next week, and so is Cold War. So we'll get to see both of those. And Capernaum is also coming to the theater I work at in 2 weeks. So we will have seen 4 out of the 5 pretty soon here. Here's what I have to say about this.
This is what you told me yesterday.
Yes. So I think everybody is just automatically assuming Roma is going to walk away with this, and you would be, I think correct in, if you had to bet money, I would put your money on Roma. But I think that we could see Cold War win this. The director was nominated for Best Director, which we'll get to that as well. So people obviously like this movie and think it's impressive. If everybody's going, okay, Roma's nominated for Best Picture, I'm putting my vote for Roma in Best Picture, I'll give my vote for foreign language to Cold War. I could just see that happening, me personally. Do you have any thoughts on foreign language film? Okay.
Is that like a thing that like it can win? Well, obviously it can because it got nominated for
Absolutely.
both.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Has that ever happened before?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
So, moving on. Now we got Best Animated Feature, a lovely category. We've got Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, I believe it's Mirai, something like that. Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
It's kind of
should win, will win. Go.
Spider-Man.
Okay. I would agree. Spider-Man.
Pretty much no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, Incredibles 2 was really good, bringing back a franchise like that after so long. Isle of Dogs, the animation is beautiful. Ralph Breaks the Internet. I loved that movie, but a lot of people, I think, just thought it was okay. I have not seen the other one, so I can't comment. But Spider-Man, like you said, is kind of the no-brainer.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's winning everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next one we've got Best Doc Feature. Okay. The nominees are Free Solo, Hale County This Evening, Minding the Gap, Of Fathers and Sons, and RBG. Do you have thoughts on this, Maggie?
I mean, I went out and I saw 2 documentaries this year. Neither of them got nominated. I never see documentaries.
That's why you're upset, because you saw a couple documentaries and they didn't get nominated. And which are those, Maggie?
Won't You Be My Neighbor, and Kind of 3 Identical Strangers. I saw about half.
Because you fell asleep.
I fell asleep. We saw it really late at night.
I loved 3 Identical Strangers more than Won't You Be My Neighbor. And I was really looking forward to Won't You Be My Neighbor winning the Oscar. But apparently, Oscar voters forgot that movie existed. Again, I don't want to be too rude. I've actually seen none of these documentaries. I really do want to see Free Solo. It's playing near us, but it's not something I can easily jump to just based on timing. I don't really have an interest in seeing RBG, but Maggie does, so I'll probably watch it. But Hale County This Morning, Minding the Gap, Of Fathers and Sons, haven't seen. Minding the Gap is on Hulu, I believe.
I've heard of it. I don't know why.
I've heard it's excellent. I've heard all these movies are excellent, but I just don't understand why 3 Identical Strangers and Won't You Be My Neighbor were completely overlooked. And Won't You Be My Neighbor made like $30 million worldwide. And for a documentary, that's like Avengers Infinity War money. So like,
is it because of that they just like, is that like a thing? Because I feel like it's kind of a thing.
It was critically acclaimed. People loved it. I just don't see why. It truly baffles me. I think that's the first real snub of the Oscars. As much as I wanted to see Three Identical Strangers, for all I know, these other movies that I haven't seen are way better than that. I just find it really hard to believe that RBG is better than Won't You Be My Neighbor. I find that really difficult to believe, and I feel like this is just kind of might be a political thing. But the Oscars are political. That's kind of a thing. But yeah, I don't know. I was pretty disappointed. If you watched my reaction video, I was jaw dropped. So next, original score: Black Panther, Black Klansman, If Beale Street Could Talk, Isle of Dogs, Mary Poppins Returns. Should win, will win.
I would say If Beale Street Could Talk, because I really like that. Should win.
Okay.
Because I really like that score. And I'd like to think that it will win, but in reality, I am now afraid that Black Panther is going to win everything.
Yeah.
So
I think for me, again, yeah, If Beale Street Could Talk, I thought the score was so excellent in that movie. One of the most memorable scores I've heard all year. Will win. I think I'm gonna jump out and say will win will either be Black Panther or Isle of Dogs.
I don't even remember that.
It was that whole like drum thing with the like it was the heavy drums and everything. Desplat did that score. He's the reigning champion right now because he won last year for his score for Shape of Water. So I don't know. People like him. I'm going out on a limb and saying he might win it. But Black Panther, I think, probably is gonna the more likely option. But yeah, I hope it's Beale Street because I absolutely love that score. I don't know why Mary Poppins is nominated in this category. Like, I don't know. Okay. Best Original Song. All the Stars from Black Panther. I'll Fight from RBG. The Place Where Lost Things Go, Mary Poppins Returns. Shallow from A Star Is Born. And When a Cowboy Trades His Spurs for Wings from The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Should win? Shallow.
Yeah.
Will win? Shallow. There we go. Yes. Yeah.
I really like that song from Mary Poppins, though.
The Place Where Lost Things Go.
If that song would win, I would not be sad.
Shallow is going to win.
I know.
It's going
Probably
to
the
win.
only thing that's going to win.
Wow, we'll get there. Okay, so I think we're in agreement there. Perfect. Best cinematography. I think this one's a no-brainer too. The Favorite,
Mm-hmm.
Never Look Away, Roma, A Star Is Born, Cold War. I think this is interesting that 3 foreign language films were nominated in this category. The Never Look Away, Roma, and Cold War are all cinematography. And then A Star Is Born and The Favorite. I think this is no-brainer, Roma.
Sure.
No, you don't agree?
I don't know anything about cinematography.
Well, I think it's a no-brainer, Roma. I think Cuarón's going to be a double, triple Oscar holder this year, and this is one of them. Okay, best costume design: The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Panther, The Favorite, Mary Poppins Returns, Mary Queen of Scots. Should win, will win.
I think The Favorite.
For both?
I think so.
Interesting. Yeah, I think it's should win The Favorite, will win Black Panther.
Dang it.
Yeah, I think again, like people are tuning into this awards show because like Black Panther is nominated for a bunch of Oscars and they're all pumped because that movie was nominated, and so it has to win something. I think it's gonna win a lot of those technical ones. Mary Poppins Returns and Mary Queen of Scots both had good costume designs. Absolutely. I haven't seen Ballad of Buster Scruggs yet. But yeah, no, I think should win is The Favorite. Black Panther, and I wouldn't honestly be mad if Black Panther won this because the costume design.
Yeah, the costumes are good with all the colors.
Yeah, no, it's very no. So anyway, next, makeup and hair, Border, which is a movie I saw, Mary Queen of Scots, and Vice.
That's
should win, will win.
Vice.
Yeah.
It's going to win.
It's going to win for the same reason that Darkest Hour won last year.
Absolutely.
Vice is going to win this. Great. I'm glad we're on the same page. Adapted screenplay. This is where it starts to get saucy.
Jesus.
A Star Is Born, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Klansman, If Beale Street Could Talk, Can You Ever Forgive Me, Should win, will win.
Oof. Can you say those again to me?
A Star is Born, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Klansman, If Beale Street Could Talk, Can You Ever Forgive Me? I have mine ready if you would like.
Yeah, you go first.
Should win, If Beale Street Could Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Will win, I'm going to say Black Klansman, and I'll tell you why, if you want me to.
Yeah.
I think that Spike Lee is going to walk away with one Oscar, and I think it's going to be this one and not the directing
Did he write this movie?
He has a credit on it, so the credits are to Charlie Wachtel, David Rabinowitz, Kevin Wilmot, and Spike Lee. So I think they're going to give it to Spike on the adapted screenplay and not on the directing. The Oscars has a tendency to award people for long outstanding service, which we will see again later. And I think they're going to give it to him on this one, although I think the screenplay on Beale Street is a way better screenplay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was debating between those two.
Really?
Yeah. So I'll get on board with your opinions. So you're talking about the Academy like it's just like 5 people sitting in a room.
I'm aware.
And it's definitely not that.
No, I'm aware, but you really think that Gary Oldman was the best performance last year?
Who else was nominated?
Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah. Okay.
There's one, like the fish from Shape of Water.
It was the.
He wasn't nominated.
I was gonna say it was the transformation that they like.
Yeah, but yeah, that's exact. But my point is, he's been in the business so long. Same with Leo for The Revenant. You think that was the best performance in 2015? Like that was like a hey, thanks for all the good jobs. Here you go. Yeah. So anyway, original screenplay. Oh boy, do I have thoughts about this. The Favorite, First Reformed, Green Book, Roma, Vice. Should win, will win.
Should win, The Favorite.
Okay.
Will win, probably something stupid like Vice.
Yeah, I think should win, The Favorite. Mm-hmm. I think will win Green Book.
Why?
It won the screenplay at the Golden Globes. The movie won Best Picture for the PGA, I believe. So the movie does have its lovers, and I don't think it's going to win Best Picture. So I think again,
screenplay is only like okay, like it's nothing like special.
It's tight though.
I guess.
I mean, same with The Favorite. There's nothing like Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs that really like over the top happens in that movie.
No, but I'd say that the writing is better. Like Nick Holt's character is written really well.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And his whole and even Emma Stone's character. Well, all of
I said should win The Favorite. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying I think Green Book's gonna win. Okay. I don't think First Reformed has a chance, even though I haven't seen the movie, but I know a lot of people really like it. Vice's screenplay is just okay.
Yeah, if it wins for political reasons.
Roma has no business being nominated in this category. The more and more I think about how ridiculous it is that Roma is nominated for Best Original Screenplay, my mind is completely what happens in that screenplay?
It's not
nothing.
It's not about what happens. That
is what a screenplay is. It is to tell you what happens in the movie so you know what to film.
I guess, but like people like the story is a good story, and that's what it is.
There is no story.
There is a story.
Okay.
There is a story. It's the story of how the father left and everyone's transition.
Okay.
And it's also the story of her going through the pregnancy.
And that comes across beautifully in the direction, the cinematography, the performances, but as a best screenplay, the dialogue, the characters, the everything on the page to then be translated to the screen. It's not because it was on the page that Roma's that turned out the way it is. It's the way that Cuarón shot it, and he wrote it too. So like he knows when he's writing. It's not like whereas Yorgos is filming Deborah Davis and Tony McNamara or whatever their words and translating it to screen. And if those words don't work on the page, they don't work on screen. I just don't think. And again, it's not all about dialogue, but Roma has no dialogue. Barely.
Yeah, but neither does A Quiet Place, and you were arguing that should get nominated.
I was. Thank you for bringing that up, Maggie. But again, A Quiet Place is in like creating new and interesting characters and creatures and a like post-apocalyptic setting, and it's creating all these different things, and in the screenplay it literally has to write like they shush this and crawl like this, and the sand is, and they have to like spell that all out. Roma, the screenplay was probably like exterior, building, zoom in on pile of dog poop. Yalitza scoops up dog poop. Father comes home. And like, I'm just being a dick about it at this point, but like, I just don't, I would have much rather have seen 8th Grade or A Quiet Place get nominated in this category than Roma. Roma's nominated for so many other things. It's probably going to win Best Picture. Original screenplay, though, like, I don't know. It just, I'm not happy about it. And I'm not a screenplay writer, so, you know, fuck me. I might just be completely stupid, but it bothers me. Let's move on. Best Supporting Actor. We have thoughts about this too. Mahershala Ali for Green Book, Adam Driver, Black Klansman, Sam Elliott, A Star Is Born, Richard E. Grant, Can You Ever Forgive Me, Sam Rockwell, Vice. Should win, will win?
Mahershala.
Yeah, agreed. He's going to take this. He's going to be a 2-time winner, which is in the same award.
For like completely different things, because in the first one, he was in the movie for 5 minutes. In this one, he's in the entire movie.
You could argue he's the lead. Yeah, but he's going to win. He's going to be one of the best of all time when it's all said and done. Adam Driver gives a really good performance, though, in Black Klansman. I think he's the best part of the movie. Sam Elliott, he doesn't do a lot in A Star Is Born, but he leaves a very good impression. Richard E. Grant, I thought, was just as good as Melissa McCarthy in Can You Ever Forgive Me? Sam Rockwell has no business being nominated. Do you disagree?
No, I agree. Especially when you said yesterday, when you were talking about how if somebody was going to get nominated for Best Supporting Actor in this movie, it should have been Steve Carell. And I do agree with that.
Yeah. Christian Bale got nominated for an Oscar for playing Dick Cheney. He became Dick Cheney. I thought Sam Rockwell was good, but he was doing a Bush impression.
Yeah, I would agree.
He didn't become George W. Bush. I saw Sam Rockwell doing an impression. Christian Bale, even though I didn't like the movie, that was Dick Cheney. Mm-hmm. So it's just, yes, Sam Rockwell has no business being nominated. Timothée Chalamet has been nominated all season long for his performance in Beautiful Boy. Didn't get the nomination. That's fine with me. I thought Beautiful Boy was a good movie. I didn't think that it was spectacular, though. But his performance was really, really good. I wish he would have gotten nominated over Sam Rockwell, and like you said, Steve Carell over. How funny would that have been, though?
What?
If Steve Carell was nominated over Timothée Chalamet?
Oh,
because they were both
but for a different movie.
But for a different movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Mahershala has taken this, no question. Best Supporting Actress: Amy Adams in Vice, Marina de Tavira, Roma, Regina King, If Beale Street Could Talk, Emma Stone, The Favorite, Rachel Weisz, The Favorite. Should win, will win.
So I think will win is Regina King.
Yep, agreed.
But should win, I think it should either be. I think it should be Rachel Weisz.
Rachel Weisz, yeah, Vice. I would agree with you. I would honestly, I'd be happy if I know Regina's going to win. I'd be happy if either Emma Stone or Rachel Weisz won. They're both Oscar winners at this point.
Oh, they are?
Rachel Weisz has won.
Okay, before. That's the reason that I was like not saying Emma Stone, because she just won.
Like 2 years ago.
So.
Rachel Weisz has won. I think it's for. I might be thinking of the wrong movie. I'm pretty sure it's for like that Constant Gardner movie I've never seen.
Sure.
I feel like that was her.
But also, Rachel Weisz was in the movie more.
I thought she just had more to do, and she was stronger in her character for sure.
They were both really good. Both of them were much better than Olivia Colman. So,
but honestly, at this point, I thought Olivia Colman was excellent, but Olivia Colman was I thought was in the movie less than both of them, and so I don't know, that's a whole different story. I wouldn't be shocked if this randomly is an upset for Marina de Tavira.
Yeah.
Because people love Roma so much.
I feel like she was better than Yulitsa, so.
Yeah. Poor Amy Adams has been nominated so many fucking times. And she's never won.
And she was really good in Vice.
Yeah, I just really didn't like the movie.
I know, but I'm just saying.
But she was good in it. But yeah, poor her, because this it might be a scenario where all of a sudden they just say her name and we're all like, what? Like they definitely could be that. You just never know. But I think everything's going towards Regina King. Mm-hmm. And again, I love If Beale Street Could Talk. So if she won that, I would not be upset in the slightest. All right. Now down to the top 3 big ones. Best Actor. Mm-hmm. Christian Bale in Vice. Mm-hmm. Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born. Mm-hmm. Willem Dafoe at Eternity's Gate. Rami Malek, Bohemian Rhapsody, and Viggo Mortensen for Green Book. Mm-hmm. Should win? Will win.
Should win Bradley Cooper because they shunned him in other places, and I think that he deserves to be recognized for A Star Is Born, both acting and directing. But since they decided not to, we'll get there. Will win. Honestly, I think it's gonna be Rami Malek, which makes me kind of sad because like I get that like he did a really good job becoming Freddie Mercury. But I think that Bradley Cooper or Christian Bale should win over him.
This is going to be the hardest one to predict, mm-hmm. I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because people love Vice and love Christian Bale in that movie, and they should. He's a great actor. Mm-hmm. He's already an Oscar winner. Mm-hmm. The Fighter. Best Supporting. So mm-hmm. never in Best, but Best Supporting. Bradley Cooper, like you said, he's never won. He's been nominated quite a few times. He was nominated in Silver Linings Playbook, American Hustle, and Supporting. I feel like there's another one. I don't think he was nominated for Joy. I'd be shocked if he was. No, he wasn't. You want to look that up, actually? What else has he been nominated for? Willem Dafoe, I have not seen At Eternity's Gate, but I hear he is fucking magnificent in the movie. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's coming out on Blu-ray in a couple weeks. Rami Malek is the new kid on the block, and everyone's all hot on Rami Malek. Mm-hmm. And Viggo Mortensen's been nominated 2 other times and has never won.
I don't know. I just don't see him winning, to be completely honest.
My personal choice, who I would want to see win the most, it really is a tie between Cooper and Mortensen. Because I love Green Book so much. You got it? You got it for it? Okay. I love Viggo so much in Green Book.
Oh, American Sniper.
Oh, American Sniper. Yeah, so he's been nominated 4 times?
Well, now he's been nominated 7 times, if you include
hit me with the acting ones.
Yeah, Silver Linings Playbook, Best Actor in a Leading Role. American Hustle, Best Supporting. American Sniper, Leading Role.
And now this leading. Okay, so 4 times in acting, and then probably...
and apparently he also produced American.
So he's nominated for the picture on that. Anyway, it really is a tie for me, though, between Cooper and Mortensen because I loved Green Book so much. But I thought Bradley Cooper was – everyone was – before the movie came out, everyone was talking about Gaga. He was so freaking good in that movie. So I think Bradley Cooper is probably the best performance I saw all year. But, man – I think they're going to give it to either Rami Malek or Christian Bale.
Which is just sad.
Yeah, because I really do think that Rami Malek it's a great performance. And I actually really liked Bohemian Rhapsody. The more and more I think about that movie, the more I like it. Not for like it being like the best picture of the year. It wasn't even in my top 10. But it was just a movie that was fun to watch.
Disagree.
But that's okay. That's why movies are subjective and fun. And then Christian Bale, people love him. He won the Golden Globe. So both of those guys won the Golden Globes. Yeah, I don't know. I really want Bradley Cooper to win this one, though. I think, I'm going with him. Should win Bradley Cooper. Will win probably Rami Malek. Okay. We are going to go to Best Actress now. So we've got Yalitza Aparicio for Roma. Glenn Close, The Wife. Olivia Colman, The Favorite. Lady Gaga, A Star Is Born. Mm-hmm. And Melissa McCarthy, Can You Ever Forgive Me? Should win, will win.
Well, I didn't see The Wife, so I can't say a lot, but I think she probably will win. But I think the only other person that would upset her would be Yalitza, because everyone is freaking out about how she's never acted before. But
Really?
you know, she really like
doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's interesting. It's funny you would say that. I think yes. I also think that Glenn Close is going to win. I saw The Wife. The Wife is awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I think the upset might be Olivia Colman because people really liked her in The Favorite. I feel bad for Lady Gaga. She's good. She'll get there.
She will.
She was great in the movie. Melissa McCarthy was also really good in Can You Ever Forgive Me, but I don't think she has a shot in hell. And yeah, if Yalitza wins, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't see it happening. I think this is going to be that case of Glenn Close just taking it. Okay, so we've got 2 categories left. We got Best Picture and Best Director, but I so sillily haven't been looking at the live chat, and Cody Newbury has been in the comments. So what do we got? We've got let's see. So he's saying Avengers, MCU has no Oscar wins, The Favorite, Spider-Man, Beale Street, Shallow, Roma. So pretty much on top with us. Correct on Constant Gardener. Thank you. I liked Bohemian Rhapsody. And yeah, so Cody Newberry, pretty much on top of exactly where we are. I love it. I love it.
We're making all your work predictions very easy.
My work predictions.
Well, like a lot of workplaces do like polls where like my workplace did this last year and I just didn't do it because I forgot to pay in. But you pay like $5 or whatever and then you predict. But like we're making it easy for you if you don't know.
Yeah.
We're giving you the answers.
All right. So let's move to the final 2. Best Director. We've got Alfonso Cuarón, Roma, Yorgos Lanthimos, The Favorite, Spike Lee, BlacKkKlansman, Adam McKay, Vice, Powell, Pawlowski, Cold War. This is a weird category this year.
Really Powell Pawlowski? That is like the most Polish thing I've ever seen. All
right. What a weird category this year of people.
There's 2 that are just like there and we had no idea. And that's the thing is like you look to other award shows to try to predict what's going to happen and then random stuff like this happens.
Yeah. I think that I haven't seen Cold War. Can't judge it.
No.
But again, people obviously like this movie. My problem first of all, I think Cuarón's going to win. He's going to be a 2-time Best Director winner. He won for Gravity.
Oh.
My problem with the Best Director Oscar, whoever wins Best Director, yes. So the Best Director, you directed the best. So hypothetically, you would have directed the best movie. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? I think that makes sense. So, Powell, sorry, you weren't nominated for Best Film of the Year.
Yeah.
I don't see you winning.
He was nominated for Best Foreign Film.
It doesn't matter because Cuarón was nominated for both. Yorgos nominated for The Favorite nominated for Best Picture, so on and so forth. I just think that this is a really tough one. I think Cuarón's going to win, but I really want Yorgos to win.
I kind of want Spike Lee to win. Kind of as a career thing. I know we're talking about
and I'd be down with that.
I would be really happy if he won.
So we've already said Powell probably doesn't belong there. But again, I haven't seen Cold War. I want to make that clear that, I haven't seen it. I don't want to make people think that I'm just saying it's a fun movie. No, I'm going to see it. Who else doesn't belong, Maggie?
Ryan Coogler. Okay.
Ryan Coogler wasn't nominated.
Wasn't he?
No. Alfonso Cuarón, Yorgos, Spike, Adam McKay, Powell.
Oh, Adam McKay.
Adam McKay does not belong in this. I'm sorry. That movie was over-directed.
Yeah.
No, we're missing
Bradley
Cooper. And if you were to give me somebody else, I'd even leave Powell in there. I'd take Bradley Cooper, get rid of Adam McKay. If I don't get Bradley Cooper, I would take Ryan Coogler over Adam McKay.
Really?
I really would. 100%. And if we're talking too about directors who, again, take away what I just said about the best director and the best film, there's no females in this category. Lynn Ramsey directed You Were Never Really Here. That movie was dope as shit.
Yeah.
She's not nominated. There's no female directors at all. Last year, Greta Gerwig was nominated. But yeah, there's none at all. But that being said, we've got Alfonso is Latino, Powell is Polish, Spike Lee's black. So I mean, there's some diversity there, but I would have liked to see a female director in there too.
Well, we know why that's not happening. They're not given the opportunities to.
I 100% agree. I just didn't want to get into a whole thing there. Yeah, so and You Were Never Really Here is an Oscar-worthy film, might I say.
You said a woman directed that movie?
Lynn Ramsey directed that
and
movie.
That's the movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
Correct.
Right? Oh, yeah, that was a really good movie.
Yes.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, it's also like 90 minutes. It's a very easy watch. So yeah, I think will win Alfonso Cuarón. I think should win Yorgos. Out of these people, I thought Bradley Cooper should win, but
yeah. What if Bradley Cooper does win?
And the winner is Bradley Cooper.
Everyone's like,
what? Yeah, I just think Yorgos had so much more to do directing wise.
I don't know. I'd rather give it to Spike Lee over Yorgos. Not necessarily for the movie itself, but just because like Spike Lee's done a lot of stuff and he doesn't get recognized that often.
Yeah, you know what? You're
Yorgos,
right.
This is what, his third movie, and like clearly fourth movie.
Well, third American marketed film,
right? That
yeah.
people care about.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it's clear that like from the movies he's done, and especially The Favorite, like he's gonna have a long and wonderful career.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Agreed. So yeah, you know what? Give it to Spike Lee. There we go. But then that completely screws up what I just said about my best picture because I don't think BlacKkKlansman should win.
I don't think it will win. I don't think it has a chance.
Our big prize nominees. We've got Black Panther, BlacKkKlansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star Is Born, Vice. Do you think any of these movies, before we say your should win, will win? No, actually, let's get that first. Should win, will win.
Should win, Star Is Born.
Okay.
Will win, Roma.
I'm going to say should win, Green Book, will win, Roma. And I've had to come to terms to that. But are there any in there that you think just don't belong at all?
Are you trying to get advice here? Well, and Black Panther. I mean, I don't think Black Panther belongs, but
it's fine. Yeah, that's whatever. I don't think Black Panther has a shot in hell of winning this thing. Although I've never thought about this all season long, but Oscar winner Kevin Feige does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
That has a nice ring to it.
It's just,
from the Oscar-winning producer Kevin Feige comes Avengers Endgame. That sounds pretty nice. I kind of like that. But yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody is another one.
Yeah.
Has no business being nominated. And again, Cody Newberry. I like Bohemian Rhapsody a lot. Check out my review.
I don't like.
I thought, but it has no business being nominated for Best Picture.
Is it just because it won the Golden Globe? Like,
people like the movie? No. I think people really genuinely like the movie. I think people are.
Clearly, Bryan Singer isn't slowing it down like he thought it would.
Yeah. I mean, we don't need to get into that. There were so many other people who worked on the movie than Bryan Singer.
Yeah, I know.
And he's not going to be invited. And if it wins the Oscars, then yeah, it's not going to happen. So anyway. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody, I don't think has any business being nominated. Vice, I don't think has any business being nominated. Personally, I don't think Black Panther has any business being nominated. So that leaves BlacKkKlansman, The Favorite, Green Book, and A Star Is Born. You're telling me we could have nominated?
And Roma.
Oh, and Roma, I'm sorry. So that's like 3 other movies.
But then what else would you have nominated? Like A Quiet Place, maybe? Or like... that's
If Beale Street Could Talk?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one. Definitely.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how people say Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was the best superhero movie of 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Yet it's another superhero movie is nominated over it. I get it, but still. Yeah, there's 3 right there I would have nominated. I would have nominated Crazy Rich Asians over Vice.
Yeah.
Or
8th grade.
Bohemian Rhapsody or Black Panther, 8th grade. I understand why all these movies are nominated. I really do. But yeah, to me, the should win. I want Green Book to win personally. I think Roma will win. I think right now it's going to be a struggle between Green Book, A Star Is Born, and Roma. I think those are the three top dogs right now.
Yeah, I'd much rather A Star Is Born or Green Book win. Like I like A Star. Well, I really don't know. I'm really conflicted about those two movies, but I really would be okay with either of them winning. Roma, I'm just like, why? But that's
yeah. What do you know? Maybe something like Black Panther will come out and win it all. The other thing, too, that we have to think about is, which I brought up yesterday, in 2012, or the 2012 movies, 2013 Oscars, there was the Best Picture winner, Argo. The director of that film was Ben Affleck. He was not nominated for the Oscar, and people were pretty peeved about that. I think that's what kind of pushed the movie to win Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
We could see something similar happen to A Star Is Born, where Bradley Cooper wasn't nominated. People are kind of peeved about that and pushed the movie to the Best Picture spot. Honestly, in the end, I feel like Best Picture is one of these things where if you don't like the movies that are nominated, you kind of get a little like upset. Like I know if Three Billboards had won last year, I would have been like, Three Billboards was just fine, and I would have been pissed about it for like a week, and then I would have gotten over it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this year there's just too many that I would be like, I don't care. I don't know. It's frustrating. But people obviously like these movies. That's why they're nominated. And a lot of people liked Roma.
Mm.
And I liked Roma.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it was Best Picture.
No.
But it's probably going to win. Anyway, so that is our breakdown on the 91st Academy Award nominations. There's no host at the Oscars this year.
Is that like official?
I'm pretty sure that's official.
Pretty stupid.
It's in less than a month at this point, right? Yeah. You don't like that?
No. Why do they have two hosts for the nominations, but they have 0 hosts for the whole show?
Yeah, get fucking Kumail Nanjiani to do it.
Good.
Yeah, he's funny. Get him to do it. They're dumb.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. We're going to watch it anyway, but there are lots of other people who won't. But they weren't going to watch it anyway.
Yeah. Hashtag Oscars so lame. That's what the new one should be.
Mm.
Yeah, because it was so white, and now it's so lame.
It's still pretty white, but yeah.
Not as white as it was a few years ago.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not the point. Again, those are our thoughts on the Oscar nominations. The show is February 24th, Sunday, February 24th. We will not be live streaming our Oscar broadcast.
That would be long.
That would be long, and you would see me scratching my crotch a lot and eating pizza.
Like I did last year.
And or falling asleep.
I was tired.
Yeah, it would be gross. But I can guarantee you we will probably either do an after Oscars stream where we talk about the winners pretty quick, or we'll do one the next day. But that's okay because we'll have plenty of videos from now until then, and you won't have to wait to see us again until the Oscars. You will see us before then. I don't know doing what, but doing something.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Why?
I don't know. We'll find something to do. People like it when you and me talk on here.
Oh.
It's cute because we're married and stuff.
Oh.
Although this one time we got a comment that apparently we were brother and sister.
That's happened more than once.
Interesting. Do we look alike?
No.
I don't think so. Anyway, guys, thanks as always for watching. That was a weird tangent. So be on the lookout for new stuff very soon. I've got a Blu-ray update video that I shot yesterday that will be coming very soon. So be on the lookout for that. I've also been throwing around some other ideas. I'm about to embark on a quest through Martin Scorsese's filmography that is going to be super long but super awesome, and I've been thinking I might review every Marty flick. That'd be fun. Maggie, will you join me on this quest? Doubtful. Anyway, so if that sounds like fun to you, let me know because I would be happy to do that. I think that would be fun. But you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube here, Letterboxd, Stardust, all of the above, at Tim Loves Movies. Maggie, where can they find you?
Just on Letterboxd and Twitter. I think I'm May 24 Maggie on both of those platforms.
Yeah. And then you can also find me hanging around the parts of Multiplex Entertainment, beating the shit out of people in movie trivia.
It's aggressive. With
Robert Parker and our manager, Cody Newberry. So find us there. Go over to Multiplex, all 4 of you watching, and subscribe to them. Yeah, whatever. Subscribe over there because it's a blast and a half. So thanks as always for watching, guys. Until next time, have a good one.